So we have Eddie the Beast Hall taking on Mariusz Pudzianowski. Right here, boom. That's the shot that started it all. This right here, that is the best utilized way to use the wizard. Oh, those are legal. Those are legal. Guys, those shots are legal. All this way right here, he has no post. Jesus Christ. He's going this way. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. Damn. Welcome back to the channel. We have a brand new breakdown for you. A vicious heavyweight fight took place somewhere around the world. The Beast stepped back into the cage, not against two small gentlemen, against somebody his same size. This fight was very quick. I'll be breaking down this fight. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to notify. But before we do that, we're gonna break down, since they're not giving any, stats or whatnot. I'm gonna break down. So we have Eddie the Beast Hall, 37 years old, 6'2". If I had to guess, he's walking around a mean 362. Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go right there. Okay, we've had Eddie Hall on the Mighty Cast. If you guys haven't listened to that, make sure you guys do yourself a favor, go listen to it. Absolutely amazing guest. One of the strongest men in the world at one point, maybe he is today, and a phenomenal swimmer. Let's take a look at his opponent. His opponent is, I might butcher his name, but I'm gonna do my best. Mariusz Pudzianowski. Mariusz. This gentleman is 48 years old, 256 pounds, 6'1". If I didn't read Eddie Hall's height, it is 6'2". So 6'1", 256 pounds. Looks like Eddie Hall has the weight advantage. But this gentleman has the wisdom. He's 48 years old. And let's take a look at his MMA record. Also, a former strongman champion. And his mixed martial arts record, let's go ahead. Oh, wow, he's got a lot of... Okay. And his MMA record is 12-6. Excuse me, 17-10. So he has way more experience than the Beast in Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall has, I think he's on 2-0. Unless they don't count that exhibition boxing match. MMA 1-0. He's 1-0. He did beat up two little children, but that's besides the point. Okay, let's break down this fight. Let's get the epic pin. We're gonna watch the fight and I'm gonna break it down for you guys of how he was able to utilize the wizard so damn well in order to throw off Mariusz. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it back and we're gonna break it down. Okay, here we go. Okay, ducks down. That fucking oof. Uy. Beast bomb. Okay. Right there, boys. Right there. Booey. Doing a good job. Right here. This is where it is right here. This right here. That is the best utilized way to use the wizard. When you have somebody try to take you down, you basically shuck your hips off, use the wizard, and you throw them, right? And as you can see, this gentleman doesn't have a post. His post is right here, right? So typically, if he wanted to counter, this foot needs to be inside here, and then he can Uchimata him. But, his post is right here, so he can't really post right here. That's why he got thrown into the cage or into the ground. Let's continue. I'm going to break it down nice and slow for you guys, because I know that's what you guys love watching it for. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, those are legal. Those are legal. Guys, those shots are legal. That's a legal shot. That's a legal shot. That's a legal shot. That is legal. Those shots right there are legal. 1000% legal shots. I'm going to break it down and tell you guys why they are legal. Okay, so in the UFC, let's break it down, and I'm going to break it down that clear thing right there. Okay, so let's break down the fight super quick, okay? Okay, there are a couple shots that are to the back of the head, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So that's the reason why he got hit in the back of the head. Okay, here we go. We're gonna break it down now. Okay, let's go to the beginning. Okay. Comes across. He throws a big overhand right. He ducks down, pushes him outside the void. Right hand lands over the top. Goes. Okay. Right here. Okay, those two shots are probably illegal, but obviously Eddie Hall's trying to get him off him, and he's pounding him down, right? So, obviously Mariusz has his head down, and Eddie hits down, hits two. Okay, gets on top of him. Okay. Now this is my favorite part. Yes, no. What is it? Okay, he's trying to get him off, doing a good job. Okay. Get him off. Okay. Those shots are. Okay, this one is probably illegal. Yes. Okay, I don't know, man. I think that one's legal too. Because the reason why I'm saying it's legal is like you could strike. So in the UFC, which is the biggest promotion in the world, if I'm fighting you and you hit me in the back of my head, as long as you touch my ear, it is legal. Okay? As long as you touch my ear, it is legal. So if Eddie has these fucking bear paws and he hits me like this, this is legal because he's hitting my ear. What's illegal is the mohawk. Anything that doesn't touch my ears is illegal. But if he has these big ass mittens and he's able to hit his ear and the back of his head, that is completely legal. If you don't believe me, ask Herb Dean. Every single time they come there, he goes, if you're hitting the back of the head, as long as you're touching the ear, that is legal. Okay, let's continue. So I think this shot right here is legal because he's hitting the back of the head, also the ear. Yeah, that's the ear. Okay. Drops him. Okay. He hit the head again. This fucking thing. Okay, right here. You guys had a different angle, right? All this way right here. He has no post. Jesus Christ. He's going this way. So since he's there, there's no post. Like I said before, if this shuttle was on his balance, he would be able to have his foot in there, able to sweep him over. But unfortunately, Eddie Hall's running this fucking bull into the pin. All right. Oh, God. It's just so crazy how fast it is. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here. I'm just gonna. Look at this. So Eddie Hall pretty much disconnects this man, throws him outside the void. Eddie Hall sees him, walks up. Amazing guard pass. Doesn't even go into guard. Okay, right here. Okay. Slides right in there. Like fucking slide into home base. Watch this slide in the knees. Beautiful technique from Eddie Hall. Slides right there. And it's good that he slid right here because now, in order for this gentleman to get his guard back, he's got to get past these massive lats from the beast, which is not going to happen. Okay. Now, here we go. Okay. Beating him up. Okay. Now those shots are legal because he's hitting the head. Okay. Let's break it down frame by frame. Okay. Okay. That's a legal shot. Ear. Okay. Okay. That one's probably illegal. Yeah. That one's probably illegal. Okay. Illegal. Okay. Nice doing hitting the head. I'm like trying to fucking look over his shoulder like I get a better view. Okay. Those are legal. So 2 illegal. So apply 4 illegal. Okay. Those are legal. Okay. He's tapping. Okay. Right here. Okay. That's legal. Those are legal, right? So right here, if you hit the ear, if I hit the ear and I hit this spot, that's legal. If I hit here, that's illegal because there's no ear contact, right? And guys, come on. It's not like we haven't seen this before. We've seen Michael Chandler beat the living fuck out of Charles Oliveira's back of his head. I think it was like 25, and he even admitted that he was cheating. All right, let's continue. Okay, those are legal. And Eddie Hall, the beast, walks off with a ferocious roar. Okay, now we're going to break down the slow-mo, what started the downfall of Mariusz right here. So he comes, so Eddie Hall slips the jab, and throws an overhand right over his jab, creating this stumble effect. And then he goes boom, boom, like cock. He doesn't go boom, it's boom, boom, right? Boom, boom. That's what dropped it. Hands are up. Beautiful technique from Eddie Hall. Tricep, all the power inside his triceps going to his face. Follows up, walks in, crosses the void. Right here, boom. That's the shot that started it all. Okay. Okay, right here. Now, Eddie Hall's trying to get him off, right? Okay. Right here. Here's my favorite part. Okay. Slides through. Gets his hands on. Legal. Okay, right here. That shot right there is legal because he's hitting the ear. You see how he's aiming for the ear? Like I said before, if you have these big paws and you hit the ear, let's say he hits the ear with his thumb and the rest of the four knuckles hit this part. I hate to bring to you guys, but that is a legal shot. That is a legal shot. They say it's the mohawk of the head. So right there is illegal. But like I said, if he has these big ass, mittens and he hits that part and he gets some of that right there, that's still an equilibrium shot. That's still going to put him out. But just to clarify, guys, if you strike the ear while you're hitting it back of the head, it is legal. And if this guy does a 360 and I throw a shot and I hit it back of the head, that is legal because it's his responsibility to face me, not to turn around, and I can't pinpoint when to land my shot sometimes. Okay, let's continue. Boom, hitting ears. Okay, that one's legal. That was legal. That's legal. That's legal. That's legal. That's legal. Yeah, if you strike the back of the head with the ear attached to the strike, that is a legal shot. So boys, I see everybody on the internet right now saying, oh, it was all, he should have, Guys, those are legal shots. So if you guys want me to break it down again, or I can have Herb Dean on the Mighty Cast to show you guys, but I've fought many times before, and that is a very sticky situation. What is it considered illegal and a legal shot? I'm here to bring it to you. If I strike the back of your head while hitting your ear, it is a legal shot. So let's go ahead and look at the back of my head. So if I strike here, right here, I'm contacting my ear, that is a legal shot. Let's say I'm hammer fisting, boom, that is a legal shot. I'm contacting my ear, right? If I went like this, that is illegal. But if I'm like this, boom, that is illegal. I'm hitting your ear. So boys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know live. And shout out to the beast, Eddie Hall. Dragon Ball Z. Oh! All right, boys, we'll see you in the next one.